If you were anti-relationship, turn off now because you're not going to like what I'm saying because this is the week of a relationship.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Now, as always, we start out with the moon. This week on the 24th, there is a new moon at 12:10 p.m. in Leo at 2 degrees 7 minutes. Set your intentions and write them down because the first quarter, when you're going to do all that work, doesn't occur until April 23rd of 2026 at 3 degrees 56 minutes at Leo. In Leo, I'm sorry. The full moon doesn't happen until January 22nd of 2027 at 2 degrees and 14 minutes. That's when everything is lit up and you notice what you don't like and what you do, and you change it around and then start to pivot and turn away. Then we have the last quarter, November 20th of 2027 at 8:25 in the evening, 20 degrees 57 minutes, and all times, like I said, are Phoenix times, and that's when you celebrate your success and turn away and wait for the next new moon. Now there are three void of course. There is the 21st at 12:51 p.m. at 20 degrees 5 minutes, and it goes all the way until the 22nd at 5:26 a.m. into the sign of Cancer. Then on the 23rd at 5:41 p.m., 21 degrees 5 minutes until the 24th at 8:29 a.m. when it moves into the sign of Leo. And then last on the 26th at 4:01 a.m., 24 degrees 34 minutes until 1:56 p.m. when it moves into the sign of Virgo. All right, let's take a look at Gemini. Your planet, Mercury, is in retrograde and causing a fuss with technology and communication. The sun remains opposite Pluto, and that can cause struggles. So be cautious. Try not to get involved in those or to set them off. Harmony, reliability, integrity, and wisdom of patience. Your calm approach to life builds solid foundations. Be careful when the moon squares Neptune. Your emotional boundaries can become blurred, and you can also become a little sensitive and yearn for some spiritual connection or meaning. You can have a problem distinguishing your own feelings from others, and that could be confusing and somewhat unrealistic. Saturn and Uranus have a sextile, giving you excellent problem-solving skills and encourage supporting one another in your dreams and reality. This week, you can find yourself a little more into it and to be imaginative. You have a desire for a meaningful life. You're a good manifester and open to spirit, artist, and artistic inspiration. New ways to see the world and a subtle but transformative insight. On Wednesday, the sun and moon are conjunct, which leaves us with the new moon. So set your intentions. You'll find clarity of emotion, and you should be able to connect your needs with your feelings and can be adaptable to change. Don, what do you have for Gemini?
Well, thank you, Mr. Bonnie. Let's have a peek at the tarot for Gemini and see if it conforms with what you're saying, or maybe if it's a little different. Tarot will have its own head sometimes. Spirit of the universe, please tell us what is in the best interest of Gemini this week. Gemini, on the bottom of the deck is a Six of Swords. This is a perseverance card, so things aren't going to change much this week. This is the same old, which is going to continue on. Not going to get much better, not going to get much worse, but we'll be moving down the road a little bit. But we're not going to see a lot of any much change. You're not going to see highs. You're not going to see lows. This is just going to be a week of just steady moving forward. And again, maybe even a little bump in the road here and there, but nothing major. This is just steady, slow and steady wins the race, shall we say. Your energy for the week is two of cups. Oh, my goodness. Okay. If you are not looking for a relationship, if you are anti-relationship, turn off now because you're not going to like what I'm saying, because this is the week of a relationship. This is the new love coming in, and this is a new energy of if you are in a relationship, you need to rekindle it. This is really this pay attention to your relationship this week. As much as you may think it's in good shape, it needs tweaking. So please, if you're in a relationship already, show it attention. If you're not in a relationship, well, then you've got good news coming from me because one's coming your way. This is going to be this is a great energy. This person is going to be extremely energetic. They are going to fit some of your physical requirements, but they will not fit all. There are some things missing that aren't quite right. You need to overlook that. You need to get off your high horse and you need to say, you know what? Again, perseverance. What are the larger is the number of things I like about the person much larger than the things that are bothering me about them, and are the things that are bothering me some things that maybe are my mirrors, and so I'm seeing in them things I don't like about myself, which again I can overcome over time, or are these major no-goes, but yeah, I'm feeling like the person's going to fit most of what you're looking for. This is also somebody who has shared interests. This is somebody who the person that's coming in is going to be a little bit challenging because they are individualistic and they want their space. They want their comfort zone as well. So when you start dating them, know that you need to give them space. Know that you don't need to be in the grill, shall we say, all the time. They're going to want a little space, but get the feeling like you do as well. That's just kind of who you are as well. They're comfortable with knowing that they're dating a Gemini. They're used to somebody who has two different sides and sometimes can be one person or the other. This is a person who's very flexible, but they are not Geminis. This energy here is not a Gemini energy. This is more of a water energy. So don't be surprised if it's a water sign. But yeah, this is going to develop well. And I like this too, because this is a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles has said this person is going to be bringing to you a feeling of wholeness. And it's like they're kind of bringing to you the things that you don't have, and you're bringing to them the things that they don't have. It's kind of like like a cog situation where poof, you pop into place. You guys are going to be good fits. They're not going to be you, and that's important. They're going to be quite different than you, but you're drawn to their differences, and their differences, again, support your differences, and together they interlock and make a really good partnership. This is somebody who probably has their own means. They're working. They're probably supporting themselves. They are independent. They're wise. They may give you a little too much counsel from time to time, and depending on which of the Gemini you are, if you're the one twin versus the other twin, who knows what that could mean. But again, they give you a little challenge, and you like that a little bit. You like that a little bit. I like this too because that Page of Pentacles says together you guys are great, and together you guys are going to be very productive. This coupling is going to lead to some financial abundance. So don't be surprised if down the road the ring comes on the finger. And again, if you're in a relationship already, if you want to maximize your relationship's potential, you need to get your relationship to a higher level, because again, rekindling is super important this week. If you're in a relationship, because right now the energy you have isn't really pushing both of you to the next level. So rekindle it. Maybe maybe say, hey, look, let's take a class together. If you're in a relationship, say, let's take a class together. Let's learn something new. Or let's look at our investments and maybe we can learn investing together. Maybe we can do some day trading together. Maybe we can go to a class on investing. Maybe we can start a project that creates a business, things like that. Do something together to help your economics grow, and learn something along the way as well, because that's what this is about. And that growth is going to be really good for you guys. this person is part of your path. So again, don't be surprised that this is a soulmate. If you already are with them, you probably already feel some of that. If you are not with them yet and they come into your space this week, this is probably a soulmate. Keep that in mind because that soulmate energy, again, they're aligned with your path. And so don't be surprised that they're coming in as a soulmate. They've been there before. They've been down the road before. You guys have shared the relationship in the past, and you are now back to the same category. But let's not dwell on that because that doesn't guarantee a good outcome. Because if we rest on our laurels and say, oh, because I know them already, I'm good. No, no, you have to put work into your relationship. So cultivate the relationship, put the time, money, and effort into it, and you'll be fine. You did. And then you can rest easy that you did the work and that the relationship that you needed, that you wanted, and that will produce you to be a higher and better individual is the one you're in. With that said, I'm going to let you go. We've made it easier for you to subscribe. All you have to do is hit that button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, and that will subscribe. If you're on Your Love Goddesses page, which is Miss Bonnie's, please pop over to Sonoran Mystic Tarot, which is mine, and hit subscribe. If you are on my page, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, I invite you to go to Miss Bonnie's page and do the same. Well, and you can also go to Cards and Constellations. The Cards and Constellations page channel is the only channel that Bonnie and I work together. The other two are our individual channels. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing week. Open your heart, open your mind, and open your soul. And this relationship situation will find a resolution that will leave you smiling ear to ear. Until next week, love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie and her family, me and my family, to you and to yours. Have a great one. Bye-bye.